します。 お願いします。正面打ち。どうぞ一挙。はい。Please put yourself in hidari hami, and as if you would have just attacked shomenuchi. So full out reach. If I would push here, you're fully stable, supported by your leg work and your center. Especially if I give more energy, I can feel that your center is becoming strong, or expand. So of course, this point comes towards my forehead, not down. It comes here, okay. And in this specific moment, I must be here aside with my hands and put my center behind. I'm not pushing my hands aside. I'm not walking away. I'm not using something like, take again, this, or something like a second attempt. But exactly when Uke reaches out to attack, we meet Uke and try to put the center structure-wise behind so that we are moving across the line of attack. Exactly then. So, exactly then. Not after, like this. So we would stop the movement. Okay, now it's only advanced students with a lot of knowledge. Okay, I know there's many styles. There's different ideas of form, but we try to reduce to the very minimum this form. So the distance is as close as minimal possible. Of course, it's more easy for me to react on a distance like that. Or if you step backwards, with the other side, and you would attempt one step forward to bring left side forward, it takes much more time for him to do that. And of course, then I would have much more time to adjust. So now, Hidari-han, it's super short, and as soon as he reaches out, I reach out. If he would do something like a longer preparation for the backswing or uplift the arm before accelerating the attack, it would change the situation. So if you would take long, actually I would have to immediately react to that. That's why you also try to reduce the time what you need to attack to the minimum possible. So, and then the other side, right side. It's nothing to push by hands. If I would push by hands and you loosen your arm after the straight attack, it would happen like this. Okay? But if I'm putting my center to this point in connection and you loosen up your arm after attack, it's me staying at the same point. I'm not pushing. I'm just connecting to this point, and knowing in this direction is very stable stance for Uke, but cross section, cross that, not at all. So that's the idea. And on top, because we do not practice now bits by pieces, we go for the full form, we must immediately continue to, let's say, enlarge in the kuzushi and kneel down with a partner who's losing balance. Okay. Maybe it looks like I push him down, but I don't do at all. I follow him because he is collapsing, and I keep this unbalancing as workful as possible. And can you see how I follow downwards? Which of my body parts? Which of my body is moving downwards? Huh? Feet. Well, they are already very down on the ground.
No, I mean your legs.
Ah, my legs, yeah, I bend my knees, exactly. So it's not upper body. It's very good that you say. Check yourself, please. So, okay. So try to get this timing as sharp as possible. Also, of course, also from the attack-wise, but yeah. Ja, das waren jetzt zwei sehr getrennte Bewegungsabteilungen.
Schaut, wie stabil ich stehe.
Die Idee ist, das zu beenden. Na klar, eine Anpassung an das, was Uke mitgehen kann, aber ihr kennt euch gut. Yes. 願いします。はい、どうぞ。はい。はい、check, please. I show my leg. Hello. What's up today? 皆さん、お願いします。So, your attack, if I would attack Shomenuchi, is from this distance, where you just need one step to come close. Okay? So, this distance. It's not this, where you are lifting your heel, or like this. That would be both unfunctional. To really provide an intense attack, you need to have a solid base, solid grounding. So from here, you actually generate power from your leg. Now, if you take the connection and keep distance so that our distance doesn't change, it's first that I have to, let's say, balance myself on the front foot before I have to, let's say, adjust. I cannot do that before movement, because that would be a sign for no impact. I had already chosen to change my leg work because I know what's coming. But I pretend, Azuke, you don't know what's coming, so that Tori can study this timing, and the consequences of that is you will not keep your balance immediately. So if you're playing correct, Tori has a better experience or sensation for how it feels to take you out of your balance. If I adjust too early or too fast, he cannot feel that. I'm always balanced, okay? Because I know what's coming. So that's, but it would be an attack like this. This is not real attack. It's just like I keep myself, let's say, safe. Now, to be able to attack with an intense energy, I need to create something from my legs, so that if I arrive there would be some punch. But that's why we lose our balance if Tori knows the right timing to keep the distance, let's say, same. Because that's all what there is to do. There's no turn. Maybe after you feel the opportunity, because uke is off balance, slightly in kuzushi, you can easily make uke move sideways or out the line. But it's not turning first from Tori. It's just keeping the distance. So, okay. Now you always took this from inside. Of course, there's 4 alternatives. So first was the connection. You would take my arm inside. The other one is from the outside. Or with the same stance, the backhand comes from the outside or from the inside. Especially in this case, if you take distance now and drop your arm, there is slight distance and drop your arm. There is a slight movement to the side. And if you would accelerate that, it could end in turning. But it's not to do first. First is just to keep distance. So, okay. And as uke, I also have to respect the distance and your second hand in this case. So, because you take connection with your more distant side, of course your front hand would be right. And I need to acknowledge this is free and able to do atemi or, like setting this line and come close. So I have to see that too. The turning by that is not only because of your influence to me, but also my understanding for keeping distance to this hand. Seeing that there is an issue, if I would neglect or ignore it, I run into an opening. So if I would just come forward, I cannot go there. Now, all these conditions are related to the understanding of uke, how to perform or how to deliver a strong and functional attack, but also not to forget that there could be an opening. Actually, I would say without the chance for being open, I cannot attack, because I have to move from something what I would call the safe distance to close, and I have to, let's say, swing my arm forward. So there is, even if I'm very, very accurate, it's possible for him to find an opening. Now, he's not going immediately for that, like with atemi, but he's keeping distance and taking the connection and using my energy to lead my body into kuzushi. So there's more to do from uke. You have to give more your whole body. And don't get rigid in your shoulders or arms, but use your knees and your leg work. Fluid and flexible. Okay? Wait. Okay. Okay. Now, listen carefully. Could you hear anything like this? You have knees. Therefore, you can touch the ground soft. And it keeps young. Okay, go ahead. Are you okay? I don't say anything anyhow. Hai. Hai. Yame. Okay, so far we practiced Shomin-ochi to answer immediately by keeping the spot where we were waiting, awaiting the attack. Now, alternatively, we tried to keep distance to uke, so we could change and manipulate the connection. Difficult because you're so fast. Thank you. Very good. Now, opposite direction. Okay? Kokyu nage. Dozo. You have responsibility. You're Godan. He's just Yondan. Nani? Okay. Okay. I show slowly. It's by the first one you should know. It's been stepping inside. So now I was going even inside, crossing the line without turning. Did you see? Of course, you could also turn around and let partner go in the direction. So it's a henka movement included. Sorry, aside. So going in, turning around. But I wasn't doing that. I was even shortcutting this by moving in both steps. But the second step even already crosses the line into the partner. And then I did another form to go next the line and into the partner. It could be like iriminaga, same form. If I would lift my arm above the shoulder axis. But if it's immediately without break, it's just in the moment where the partner comes into an instability by landing his attack. He is actually collapsing. It's not later. If you are late for that, he probably will stand or can defend that. So actually, as you see, it's trying to put my leg and my shoulder and all my body into the partner, as if you would do iriminaga, but without the arm crossing. Okay? So both are faced forward. I'm not turning around. This way. Or from the outside. Seems a little bit rude, but if it's good timing, it's not bad. Okay, try a bit more. Schulter, Oberschenkel. Yes, and enter here. So if you do that exactly in the attack moment, then it's working. If you're too late, it's difficult. This was after. It's not like this. Because then he's already settled. Exactly in this moment. So there's an opening to your rib cage actually. And if I would lean harder with my shoulder, it's actually kind of dangerous. But if I come with my whole body, it's like cutting legs away. Bei der zweiten Form. Oder bei der ersten? Ja. Einer muss angreifen, kann ich das zeigen. So. Das mache ich auch bei der anderen Form von außen, mache ich das auch. Ich mache dein Bein weg. Ja, das ist Irimi. Wenn man das mit dem Arm macht, dann wäre es wie Iriminage. In sehr direkte Form. Ne? Hey. Probieren. Ja, genau. Das ist die Innenseitform, ja. Ja. Okay, das muss in dem Moment passieren, wo Uke ankommt. Da musst du schon drin sein. Wenn du, nein. Ja, es ist eigentlich der hintere Fuß, der dich voranschiebt und dadurch wir schneiden, also den Körper unterläuft. Wenn du kommst, dahin. Ja, das heißt, ich setze ein bisschen aus, um dann...
Ich gedacht, ich muss mich wirklich wegdrehen.
Ja, das ist ein Gefühl von Ender Senseis Art, damit umzugehen, wo wir diese Ausweichbewegung machen. Hier ist das aber durch den Schritt aus der Linie herausgegeben. Das heißt, wenn du kommst, okay, die Seite, dann gehe ich hier raus, um dann diagonal unter dich wie bei Iriminage einzuführen. Nee, das ist eher so, dass durch diesen Auftaktschritt mit dem hinteren Fuß man sich vorbereitet, um einen Stemmschritt nach vorne zu machen. Und dabei kann sich die Schulterachse schon drehen.
Okay, aber es ist nicht, ich drehe meine Schulter.
Nee, muss nicht das sozusagen drehen und dabei verbleiben, sondern das passiert durch den Schrittwechsel, den Körper mitnehmen. Hey. Okay, Wir sind am Ende der Stunde, aber ich zeig dir das mal. Silvia, onegaishimasu. Ne? Okay. Tu so. Gut. Der Arm wird dann nicht eingesetzt. Der ist aber im Prinzip möglich, wie bei Eliminage zu führen. Daher kommt das. Okay. Hai, Swada Waza Tsagi Kokyo Ho Dozo. Hai, 終わります。終わりましょう。ありがとうございました。Pardon? Again. Say again.
Yeah, sound with practice in Hokkien is some specific word or just a sound which I release from my lungs and abdomen and
Kia, yeah, there is a word. Ya, to. There are three different sounds. Ya, and to. In the beginning, the first strike, you say The second counter is ya, and then to is the finish always. So, yeah, that's hard to explain. But this should be the sound, yeah. That's it.
with shaman is which one?
A.
Okay, let me practice so.
Okay.
Because I was curious, what kind of song is it?
Yeah. A.
Thank you for today.
Okay, thank you.
Next week it will be training?
I will not be there next week, so no video, no YouTube. Okay, bye bye.